Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back. Tonight we'll continue going through the industrial starter missions. See where we end up here. Alright, secure forces guarding the pirates' next target aren't operating at full capacity and have a shortage of tracking computer 1 modules. Need to procure one for them for the next attack, and I don't care where from. Let's see how good your business acumen is. Alright. So we do have a couple of options. Ooh. Sorry about that. Something came bursting into the room. Apparently, he managed to hit himself on the way in. Alright, so anyway, we need to either manufacture one, which we don't have a blueprint for, or we'll just buy one on the market. Let's go ahead and view market details. And we do have one here in the station. Bought. Alright, let's turn this in. Discovered an ancient site that the pirates are using as some kind of staging outpost. Do not let them continue to gain any kind of foothold in this area. You need to kill them. Since we're businessmen, mind you, I suggest you also fit a civilian relic analyzer to your ship. Once you have cleared the mission area of hostiles, you can use the analyzer to inspect any ancient ships or ruins in the area. Alright, let's see here. Alright, we're staying in the system. We are shooting at Angel Cartel. So we need a few things. First off, we're on the wrong ship. So let's go and switch over to our Rifter here. Oop, that's not what I want. I want the ship fitting. There we go. Much nicer. Okay, we got plenty of ammo here. Low damage type system. This will work. You take those out so I can fit the relic analyzer. There we go. All right. And off we go.
Warp drive active.
All right, and the ancient acceleration gate.
Warp drive active.
Come on. Get closer. Duh. Burners. Get us there quicker. Alright, nothing to loot here.
Warp drive active.
So let's go ahead to the next pocket. And one wreck we can loot. Some EMP rounds. Always useful. More useful in PvP than not. Fusion ship striker. Alright, yeah, let's hit it with the analyzer. Data core, which we can use in research.
Warp drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
We go ahead, turn this in, get our afterburner as well as some cash here. Go for the next one. Looks like a courier. I've compiled all the information you've gathered so far from the various pirate facilities. It's my belief that with everything going on, we might be able to get more military funding out of these areas. This central data core will provide all the evidence we need to argue for it. Please take it to Wave Company Factory. I have a friend there who can pass it to the right people. Can we count on you to make this delivery? Yes, we can make this delivery. And so let's go ahead and set our destination here. We do need to make sure that we've got this in our cargo hold. Alright, and away we go.
Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active.
As always, I'd love to hear any questions, comments, either regarding the game itself or maybe just some unrelated technology questions. My background does actually have me fairly knowledgeable on most tech-related projects.
Approaching Stargate.
But let's face it, there's plenty of space we can fill with chatter or conversation, or in some cases, bickering by some of these people out here. Because let's face it, nothing's funnier than a bunch of people arguing on the internet.
Autopilot jumping. Warping to station. Warp drive active. Approaching station.
Get this afterburner going so we can get to the station just a bit quicker here.
Docking permission requested. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted. Autopilot disabled. Waypoint reached.
Conversation with our agent here. Go ahead and complete that mission. Now we get the fly back so we can get the next one.
Autopilot engaged. Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active. Approaching Stargate. Autopilot jumping. Warping to station. Warp drive active. Approaching station. Docking permission requested. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
So part of my question out to you is,
Waypoint reached.
what should we be doing after we get through these little tutorial missions? Ooh. Implant. Let's go ahead and plug it in. All right. Now, despite the fact that I have been playing since roughly 2004, There are quite a few aspects of this game that I've never really explored. Most of the feature content has been added later. And while I've done a bunch of PvP, not really my thing, particularly doing it solo. So, thinking of exploring some of the other areas I haven't done, um, which could easily be kind of leaning towards Abyssal rather than just agent running. And let's face it, agent running does get a bit monotonous. And until you get into the level 4s, you don't make all that much. There's one other thing that security forces need before they are fully prepared for the coming battle with these insufferable pirates. Our forces are suffering a shortage of afterburners for their frigate contingents, and the resulting life speed is costing them dearly. I need 2 1MN afterburner ones from you. Buy them, build them, or loot them from the cooling wreckage of other ships. I won't ask questions. You kind of get the idea here that just maybe everyone in this universe is a bit unscrupulous. Alright. Ooh, spend cargols. Always useful for when you get your hauler out so you can figure out where to take all your crap. Alright, and so we need. And I happen to have 2 sitting in here anyway, so you know what? We're just going to use those. And get our reward of advanced industry. Where's Industry 3? Well, let's take just a minute and sort some of this out. Industry. Alright, those in the queue. No matter what you do, you'll probably have to touch on some amount of industry, so having industry skills is not necessarily a bad thing. Alright, now for the last one from this agent before we go on to the last one. Final test as a business mogul is also your opportunity to be the war machine. You provided us with modules, now it's the basic building blocks of violence, ammunition. I'm giving you a blueprint copy, which you can use to fulfill my quota. No buying, looting, or bargaining. You have to build the ammo from scratch. The rest of the production runs are yours, as is this industrial class ship I'm going to reward you with. You're ready to pass your final test. So we granted blueprint for EMB small. You will also get, as a reward, a Wraith, which was a hauler. The smaller Mimitar hauler, actually. And as a bonus, we'll get some cash if we complete it within 6 hours. Alright, so to build it, we need minerals. So, right now I've got a ton of titanium, but let's see what we need here. 200 run. Alright, so we need some Noxium and Pyrite. Pyrite, I know we can mine. The Noxium, I know we are going to have to buy. So I'll go ahead and buy enough to complete all 200 runs. And you know, we'll go ahead and mine what we need for the rest. So, go ahead and get ourselves in here. Alright, so I got a couple of civilian miners fitted. Oh, I want to unfit. So the previous one, we got ourselves a miner 1. But we need a second one. So I actually need to view the market details. Station it for 6,000. We can pick up another one. Go ahead. So one of the minor ones will vastly speed up mining we're about to do. Now, realistically, we should fit this with some kind of shield tank, since, as we got here, it's a shield tank. In a perfect world, we'd be sticking in a scanner, survey scanner, for checking out what we need for rock densities. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and skip that part. Alright, market. Alright, so putting a shield tank on this kind of ship is going to involve a shield booster for quickly repairing the shields, as well as a shield hardener so we can get our resistances up. Because as you can see on shields, there's no EM resist, so we need some way to boost that. And typically, you would probably throw in a shield extender to increase the number of hit points. But in this case, we'll probably throw in a EM specific hardener instead. Then we'll pick up some rigs to fill in our rig slots, which some of these should be able to help boost our mining potential. All right. So let's start with our shields here. Shield section. We need a small shield booster. So, which one actually gives us some of the best since we don't have the skills for Shield Booster 2? And we definitely don't have the cash for a Dead Space or Faction one. So that one gives us 30 every cycle. It gives 30. Bidding requirements. Which one of these is lower? We want the C5L. There we go. We do have one in station. Go ahead and buy this. Get that guy fitted. And I'm clearly short some skills here. We need to fix this. So, that is totally the wrong screen. Need shield operation. And inject. All right. Probably dropped it at the bottom of the list, which is not where we want it. Get that training right now. Let's get over into our shield tree here. This one is a lifeblood skill, so we're going to go ahead and get this up, particularly flying around in Minotaur ships. Although Minotaur ships, as a general, are some of the more harder ones to skill up with, because you're looking at some ships have armor tanks, some have shield tanks. They use missiles, they use projectile turrets. So it does make their ships some of the harder stuff to work with. Now let's look up our field hardeners. These come in two varieties, active or passive. Which the passive ones, well, you don't need to activate them, and therefore don't chew into your capacitor at all. They don't give you quite as much as a resistance buff, and they also tie up more CPU on your ship. So they're not always the best option. Alright, so pricey, but we'll go ahead and get it. Followed by an EM specific shield hardener. And we'll try and look for a compact. There we go. Just buy it somewhere else. Nope. There we are. Actually, I already had one. Alright, now you notice that in this setup, we will deplete our capacitor in 9 minutes. So we're going to fix that using rigs. So what I'm looking for are capacitor control circuits. This will give us a bonus to our capacitor recharge rate. Well, capacitor control circuits. Okay, we got the skills. And we'll just buy one at a time here till we're cap stable. That says we're stable, but we also need to take into account our shield booster is not online either. For that, we'll have a few more minutes. So we'll take a minute here, in my case, to get something to drink. So the other thing we should probably get in here is some drones. We can stick in some mining and some combat drones to protect us. So now one thing I do want to do is uncheck that box to show only available. Mining drone. Mining drone 1. And I need another skill. Mining drone operation. How cool is that? Alright, so I can go ahead and buy that. Go ahead and get that added to. And I need to stop clicking on that. Money during operation. 16. The other one we're going to need actually is light drone operation. Yeah. It'll take a whopping 9 minutes.
Skill training completed.
Go ahead and add in drones here because this affects how many we can control at one time. And drone avionics is the other one we want to get in here. This then fit all kinds of goodies. Here. That'll cover us for our bases. Let us go ahead and put online. All right. Capacitor now runs out in 20 seconds. You need another capacitor control circuit. Bye. Yep, realize that. All right, and let's go for our last one. So we got us to 30. So we do not want to run our shield booster constantly. I do want to pick up drones. All right, mighty drone one. Yeah, we need 5 of these guys. Drop these into our drone bay. Oh, wait, we got an undersized one. I totally forgot that. Go ahead and split this stack, which we can do by holding down shift and then dragging somewhere else. So we'll go ahead and put in one mining drone. And we'll do one light drone. Combat drone. Light scout drone. We are in inventory space at the moment, so we'll go ahead and get a warrior. Buy just one for now. All right, and we're all fitted out to go mining. All right, let's head out to a belt. We'll go ahead and turn on our hardeners. You see, gave us a significant bump in terms of our resistances on our shield, which is a good thing because it means that it'll take more to have them kill us. So we got one guy here mining already, so you know what? We'll just go to the next belt, see what we get.
Warp drive active.
What do we got here? We are looking for Scordite. Let's go for the condensed Scordite.
Skill training completed.
That's very good. Let's stop the ship. Now we're going to stay one mining laser onto each rock. Now, the reason why I do it this way is simply because of the fact that we want to have the yield we get as high as possible. And why are my windows all messed up? I'm going to go ahead and actually put these into a group. Open spell. A bit back to the original question I had for you guys. Once we finish up the starting missions, what should we explore next? As far as content goes, that I haven't really done much with is wormhole exploration. I haven't done very much in the terms of abyssal at all, which I hear can be fairly lucrative. So actually, I'm kind of tempted to head that way. Mission running doesn't exactly get lucrative until you're into the level 4s, otherwise it's a bit of a grind. And then even that is still a grind. Or if you got other suggestions, go ahead and toss them in. I've done a lot of stuff with industry in my past experience since 2004, but that's not necessarily what you want to do, is just sit here and watch me mine rocks all day. Something a little bit more exciting might be in store. What about big rocks, Alyssa? No, we are not mining all the rocks. That would literally take until, I don't know, probably downtime tomorrow to get all these rocks. So what we'll do on this one is we'll just let this go until the ore hold is full. That will go ahead, head back in, do one run on the blueprint copy so we can finish that agent mission, then move on to the next group. Well, we're going to do some of the other stuff. What should we do here? This I should probably go through my stuff and put some market orders. I actually got a couple of things that actually sell at fairly reasonable price. So again, if anyone's got any suggestions, just drop them there into the chat. Or maybe you just want to start talking about stuff either about the game, about tech stuff, Pretty much whatever we want to chat about. Or if you maybe just want to gripe about how hard it is to get started in this game. Which, if you're starting, is definitely a challenge. And while the new starting experience does actually help you quite a bit, this game still has one of the deeper learning curves out there. Oh, that's probably enough ore, so go ahead and kill it there. Go ahead and dock.
Active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Go ahead and open our mining hold. Go ahead and reprocess this. Right. Alright, now we should have enough to make a run of this blueprint. One run, yes, we got plenty. Alright, and start. You can check on our job progress here, which we see here will be about 4.5 minutes. Okay, while that's doing that, I think I'll go hook up that Reaper I left behind. We'll go ahead and leave ship. So we're in my pod. You don't necessarily want to be flying around everywhere like this because it's very easy to just get popped. But in this case, since we're picking up a ship, it's going to be easier to do it this way.
Warp drive active. Autopilot engaged. Autopilot jumping. Autopilot disabled. Warp drive active. Autopilot engaged. Autopilot jumping. Autopilot disabled. Skill training completed. Warp drive active. Autopilot engaged. Autopilot jumping. Autopilot disabled. Warp drive active. Autopilot engaged. Docking permission requested. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted. Autopilot disabled. Waypoint reached. Warp drive active. Autopilot engaged. Autopilot jumping. Autopilot disabled. Warp drive active. Autopilot engaged. Autopilot jumping. Autopilot active. Autopilot engaged. Autopilot jumping. Autopilot disabled. Warp drive active. Autopilot engaged.
Alright, as soon as we dock, we should have completed ammo.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted. Autopilot disabled. Waypoint reached.
Let's go to our industry tab here. Right here. We completed. How many we got here? I know we need 1,000, so. Actually, do not have enough, so I need to manufacture more. All right, that one actually will take quite a while there, about 42 minutes. So we are going to, in the meantime, actually, I think we're probably going to call it here for tonight, and then we'll pick up industry more tomorrow. I hope everyone had an enjoyable stream, and I hope to catch you next time. Thank you.